Have you ever wondered what it truly means to live an authentic life? Søren Kierkegaard, the father of existentialism, grappled with this question nearly 200 years ago. His profound insights and life lessons continue to resonate today. In this video, we'll dive into Kierkegaard's revolutionary thoughts on existence, choice, and meaning. We'll uncover how his ideas can help us navigate the complexities of modern life. Stay with us as we explore the timeless wisdom of Søren Kierkegaard and discover why his philosophy is more relevant now than ever before. Take a chance, and you may lose. Take not a chance, and you have lost already. Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. People settle for a level of despair they can tolerate and call it happiness. It is better to try something and fail than to try nothing and succeed. The result may be the same, but you won't be. Life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be experienced. It is hard to believe because it is hard to obey. It is not truth that rules the world, but illusions. Knowledge is a wealth that cannot be stolen. Take away paradox from the thinker, and you have a professor. The proud person always wants to do the right thing. During the first period of a man's life, the greatest danger is not to take the risk. There are two ways to be fooled. One is to believe what isn't true. The other is to refuse to believe what is true. I have only one confidant, and that is the silence of night, because it remains silent. A no does not hide anything, but a yes very easily becomes a deception. Marry, and you will regret it. Don't marry, you will also regret it. Believe a woman, you will regret it. Believe her not, you will also regret it. This is the essence of all philosophy. If there were no eternal consciousness in a man, there were only a wild ferment. What if everything in the world were misunderstanding? What if laughter were really tears? Sometimes men are absurd. They never use the liberties they have. They demand those they do not have. They have freedom of thought, but they demand freedom of speech. It's better to get lost in the passion than to lose the passion. Deep within every man, there lies the dread of being alone in the world. I opened my eyes and saw the real world, and I began to laugh, and I haven't stopped since. A person's ideas must be the building he lives in, otherwise there is something terribly wrong. No woman in maternity confinement can have stranger and more impatient wishes than I have. To be a woman is something so strange, so confusing, and so complicated that only a woman could put up with it. Many of us pursue pleasure with such breathless haste that we hurry past it. Face the facts of being what you are, for that is what changes what you are. Don't bother remembering a past that cannot be made into a present. The more a person limits himself, the more resourceful he becomes. Life has its own hidden forces, which you can only discover by living. Cultivate the will. This is the armor that preserves the mind. The most painful state of being is remembering the future, particularly the one you'll never have. Don't forget to love yourself. If you don't have many friends, that means you have a lot of life experience. The tyrant dies, and his rule is over. The martyr dies, and his rule begins. Old age realizes the dreams of youth, because in youth, one built asylums for the insane. In old age, he was himself an inmate. I have only one friend, and that is Echo, because I love my sorrow, and Echo does not take it away from me. I would rather be a swineherd understood by the swine than a poet misunderstood by men. Do it or don't do it. You will regret both. In the end, people will only desire money. Nowadays, people envies no one's gifts, art, love, or fame, only their money. Seducing a girl is not an art, but it takes a stroke of luck to discover one worth seducing.